Bum 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 bum, a clang lang lang, a ding along ding dong blue, blue blue.
Pull up the car, stop the traffic, get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review.
Rock and roll is here to stay, he'll never let it die. Right here on the radio, that's the reason why. It's Mickey for you and he'll go down in history.
You're with Mickey B right here on the Jukebox Review on Madhouse TV. It's Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, and we'll be talking about rock and roll history tonight again. We have one of the finest groups that ever came out of Brooklyn, New York. They've been here many times in the Mickey B TV shows and, of course, radio shows. I want to welcome tonight Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes.
Hi, Mick.
How we doing, guys?
Good, very good.
Hey, you guys look fabulous over here. You know, Holly's around the corner already. Thanksgiving is coming up, Lenny,
Yeah,
Cocco.
turkey time.
You're one guy that's not afraid to mention his age. Am I right?
No, I'm not. I'm very proud. The day after Thanksgiving, I will be 77 years old, and I've been singing this stuff for 54 years.
54 years.
And I still do my two hits in the same key I recorded them in 1960.
It's unbelievable.
I know.
Is that unbelievable?
Does he remember the keys?
No, he doesn't remember. He does not remember the keys
Remember
to
those
his house, but he remembers the keys to the
E
song,
flat and C.
which is very
Okay.
important.
Oh,
E flat and C.
We're just checking.
Got Lenny Cocco here, Frank de Blasi, Frank Pianegro, and Pat DePrisco, and always a pleasure. You guys have been busy. I know last night you were with my friend Don K. Reed and a couple of other groups. Lenny, tell me who was at this, and tell me a little bit about, what was that event?
Well, it was an interview for lead singers. It was Lenny Dell,
The
myself,
Dimensions,
Frankie Rayner,
right? Caprice.
Les, and Jimmy Rizzico were there representing Johnny Maestro.
Okay.
It was Emil Stucchio from the Classics.
Classics.
Randy Cifuto.
Randy and Rainbows.
And I think that was it.
And it was a question and answer about the history of rock
Yes.
and roll.
It was a question and answer. And
Yeah.
it was about 70, 80, 90 people there. It was nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And it was Don K. Reed and Steve Dasser.
Right,
They
good
put
friends
it
of
together.
ours. And I want to tell you something, you know, the history of this kind of music. I mean, there's a lot of things that people don't even realize that took place behind the scenes. I mean, every day I learn when we go backstage for a lot of different events that we do, and we start to talk about something. Somebody comes up and says, oh, that was my cousin who played on the session that was with this other guy.
Right.
And before you know it, you start finding, I can't believe that was him, that was there around the corner at the time, you know. We had something that we did a while ago, it was Tico and the Chimes, you know, Paul Simon's backup group and all. We went into a studio in RCA Records, and in the A studio of RCA was Alan Ludden. And we were in the B studio, and he was singing The Mountains May Crumble, blah, blah, Our Love Is Here to Stay, you know?
Uh-huh.
And on the session with me is a group called, it'll come to me in a second, but they're doing a song called The Streets We Used to Walk Together, It's Gone, They Tore It Down Last Week, that kind of thing, you know? And I listened to this song and I said to myself, where is this group? Eddie Engel finds it for me. He finds the group on Swan Records in England. The song comes back and he finds my tapes that I recorded in 1962 that we didn't find in 55 years.
Well, we have a song that our boy, the other Frankie has, who was co-writer with his brother. It's called Brooklyn Days, right?
Yes.
Oh, is that this what I have here?
Well, that's the Christmas one.
Oh,
There's
the
a
Christmas
Brooklyn one. It's a regular Brooklyn.
Five boroughs.
Yeah.
It's called Brooklyn Days. We're starting to rehearse and work on it. It's going to be something good. It's about Brooklyn, and we
Yeah.
are from Brooklyn. So it'll mean something when we sing this song on stage.
Brooklyn had a big influence
Yes.
in rock and roll music. I mean, even though it started out in Cleveland, Ohio, with Alan Freed, Brooklyn was the main hub. Cleveland, Ohio didn't really do anything at that time for rock and roll, except for Alan Freed. But everything really came into New York City, and right in Brooklyn, you had tons and tons and tons
The
of
five
groups.
boroughs, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you, so we're going to take a little commercial message. When we come back, we got some more from Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes. Hang around, don't go away, and we'll be right back.
planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Like so many people, are your finances tight lately? Afraid to open your mail or even answer your phone? Well, take heart. You don't have to live like that. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, you can join the thousands of folks who have used safe and effective government-insured reverse mortgages. The government-insured reverse mortgages from Long Island's Senior Reverse Network allow you to stay in your home and turn equity into tax-free cash. Our government-insured reverse mortgages can eliminate mortgage payments, credit card balances, or just improve your lifestyle. Do yourself a favor and solve these problems now. Call the Senior Reverse Network, and our advisors will answer all of your questions about our reverse mortgage programs. We've helped scores of senior Long Island homeowners like you who now enjoy a worry-free retirement. Get the financial security and peace of mind you've dreamed about. Pick up the phone and call us at the Senior Reverse Network now to set up a free consultation.
Call 1-800-985-REVERSE. That's 1-800-985-7383.
Dad, where do babies come from?
Well, there's that big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies. Babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, Mommy and Dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds. Released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet Babylandia.
You go, play with us on the bus.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
We're back here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll. We got Frankie D, who was calling in from Florida, but Frankie wasn't feeling well tonight. He pulled his back out. He would love to have spoken to you. Lenny was mentioning to us that your microphone was off because it fell out. You know what I mean? When you locked, you were 76 years old.
I'm not 76.
That's right. 76, we would have had the mic on. 77, we lost it.
Okay, Mick.
But anyway, here with Lenny Cocco. Always have fun with Lenny Cocco. We have such a ball. I mean, we've been together many, many years at
We used to work
NYG
together.
Radio, and the
Yes.
station was really popular with great oldies and great music. I'd like to bless you. What does this music mean to you? I mean, if we didn't have this music anymore, for some reason, that it was just cut out, what happens?
I would be depressed, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I really thrive on this kind of music. I just think it brings back memories that you don't want to forget. And it just seems to manipulate.
Yeah.
It just magnetically draws you to.
Did you ever get, did you ever go back when you hear a song on the radio and really think about the time when you first heard the song?
Definitely.
Yeah. Can you tell me about a certain song that you remember that really brings back a certain time, or where were you when you heard it?
Till then.
Where were you?
In high school.
Yeah.
With the woman that I'm married to.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-huh. You know, Lenny Cocco, I remember, and the other guys, I remember Larry Chance's song, Will You Take Part in? Going to junior high school, walking down the street, summertime. I said, wow, that's some great song. I remember Dion and the Belmont standing in my kitchen of my house at 12 years old, and I thought a rocket ship landed on the moon.
Yeah, but before Larry Chance, you probably heard it by Willie Winfield and the Hoptones.
Yeah, but the one that really hit me is when I'm walking down the street as a kid.
Right.
Yeah. When you heard, Lenny, what did you like? I mean, you did Once in a While, I'm in the Mood for Love, Paradise, all these great songs, but what was the thing that hit you when you heard the song?
It wasn't the thing, it was a group.
Who?
By the name of the Flamingos.
Flamingos.
They were phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The harmonies and the way they belted out songs, they were great. And then the big thrill was when I finally met Jake and Zeke Carey from the Flamingos and became friends with them.
Yeah.
But as the time goes by, everybody's biting the dust.
And when you talk about, you remember we went back and we said there was some history of things that people may not know?
Right.
A Jewish black group. All Jews in the Flamingos at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me ask you, Pat DePrisco, you.
Yes.
From Brooklyn, New York, right?
From Brooklyn.
And you sang, who did you sing with originally?
Moment's Notice, Third Edition,
Mm-hmm.
the Lovatos, Heart and Soul.
Right.
So
Most of
many
them,
groups.
they were a cappella groups, right?
Yeah, most of them were.
Yeah.
But Moment's Notice was a band. 9
Okay.
years
Right.
with them.
How's it to be with this guy, Lenny Cocco, from the Chimes?
He's okay.
He's all right? Group sounds great and all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we talked to, of course, Frankie Negro. Frankie, you've been around a long time in this
Long,
business
long
as
time.
well. And you got started back.
In my house, there was always music. My mother played piano.
Uh-huh.
My brother played keyboard. I played the trombone. There was always music. But a good part of, when I was in junior high school, a good friend of mine, Beansy, Paulie Albano, said,
"Oh, yeah.
Come and hear me." They used to rehearse at junior high school 73. And I walked into the hallway, and I heard Mario D'Andretti singing the lead. I remember that knocked me out.
Right?
Knocked me out.
All these great songs.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And we're thinking that we were only kids. I mean, 15 years,
Yeah.
15 years old, 15 years old. Here we are still singing this music, and it's 50-something
We really,
years
none of
later.
us can stop. We can't stop.
No.
This is an addiction. People have heroin, smoking, and
Yeah.
whatever. This is a thing. You can't stop doing it, no matter what.
I call it my Tylenolization. Tylenolization.
It's only because she's a
Well,
dentist.
Mickey, you know what? You know
Otherwise,
what?
you call it something else.
You know what I say. You know what I say
I
at
want
every
to say a
show,
word,
right?
but I can't.
At every show, Mickey will verify this. I'll always say to the audience that our music is good, clean,
He always
fun,
says it. That's right.
non-suggestive music, and that's a fact.
That's right. Absolutely.
All depends on
You
who
know what
you're
almost
with.
blew my mind the other day? I got a call that we're celebrating our 50th reunion of high school.
Wow.
Oh,
We're going to be doing
nice.
it in New York City. People are flying in from Israel, from Florida, from around the country for this 50th year. And I said to myself, wow, that's going to be at that's France Lewis High School graduation class in 1964. Actually, we were 18 years old when we graduated. But the point of it is, I said, where did this time go by?
Yeah.
Where did it go by? Do you feel like the same person that you were when you were a kid? I mean, we know the age is there, but
Yeah,
what
mentally.
about the mind?
Mentally,
Same mind?
we do.
I feel like the same person, but my shadow's different.
Yes. We all shadow differently.
Shadow is
I mean, if we took-
Shadow's always different.
But do you feel the same? I mean, the mindset, do you feel the same? I don't feel anything really
Yeah, but it's at
different.
a slower pace.
A little slower pace. Well, you become a little more
Speak
resolved.
for yourself.
All right.
I still
I'm
feel
in
the
this slower.
same. I feel the same.
Yeah.
I have more things to be thankful for.
Mhm.
I mean, like I've got 9 grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild.
Yeah, fantastic.
And December I'll be married 50 years. How she put up with me for 50 years, I don't know.
That's
But
amazing.
Going back, looking back, it's you say, well, thank God for everything.
Let me ask you one question, Lenny. Is it true, somebody told me a story, that your wife said to you the other day that if you won the lottery, she's taking half of the money and getting out, and you said, here's $12 on it. Is that the truth? I just want to know. Anyway.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that's wrong.
No, what it is if I hit the lottery, I'm going to call my wife and say, Jenny,
I'm leaving.
pack your clothes and get out of the house.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Jenny because Jenny had a close encounter.
at one of your
We'll
shows.
talk about that
Yeah.
later on because that's something good. The show that we're doing, or the dance that we're going to be doing Saturday night, encompasses something called Giving Thanks Dance with Mickey B, because I thought that the timing of Thanksgiving is very, very important to give back. And a dear friend of ours had passed on about 5 months ago, just about a couple of days before my show, which was Paul Giacalone. He was on a TV show here only maybe a week before and never made it to the stage the night that the Fireflies were on. And I wanted to do something in memory of Paul for his wife and his son, and I had promised them that I would give back something to the American Cancer Society, partial proceeds that night for the show, and I put the show together that I thought would be a tremendous show with great acts such as Lenny Cocco and the Chimes and Barbara Harris and the Toys and the Fireflies. So here's one of the groups that's going to be with us. Her name? Barbara. I think it's Barbara Harris. Am I doing Barbara? No, it's the Fireflies. Let's watch it here.
How about a nice warm welcome for the Fireflies?
to time, and the feeling was sublime. You were mine, you were mine, you were really, really mine. And I know that our love was a love of true love, like a bird on the wing when he knows it's early spring. You were mine, you were mine, you were really, really mine. And I know that our love was a love of true love. But now since you're gone, I'm so sad and alone, remembering the love that we had for our own. Now I'll go on my way, thinking of that lovely day. You were mine, you were mine, you were really, really mine. And I know that our love was a love of true love. But now since you're gone, I'm so sad and alone, remembering the love that we had for our own. Now I'll go on my way, thinking of that lovely day. You were mine, you were mine, you were really, really mine. And I know that our love was a love of true love. Now I'll go on my way, thinking of that lovely day. You were mine, you were mine, you were really, really mine. And I know that our love was a love of true love. And I know that our love was a love of true love. And I know that our love was a love of true love. And I know that our love was a love of true love.
Right there, the Fireflies, and of course, they'll be with us this coming Saturday night at the Memorare Club, 21A, Jackson Avenue in Seaford. Come on down, get your tickets, don't miss out. You can call 516-822-9612, 516-822-9612. What a great show it's going to be. Great food, great fun. Lenny Cocco on the chimes, Barbara Harrison the toys, the Fireflies, DJ Valentine, and you're going to love it, right, Lenny Cocco?
Oh, yeah.
It's always a great night, you know, when you have bands over there and you have fun and people are dancing and getting out. And
Mickey, that's what it's all about. I've always
Yeah.
said throughout the years, when I stop having fun, I'll sing. I'll
That's it.
give it up.
Yeah.
I have fun. Every show I go, Patchwork Theater, like, no matter where I go, I have fun.
Yep.
I think the most fun is backstage.
You could be with us at Patchwork Theater, too. We're coming up
Yeah.
in February. We've got a great show there with the Duprees are coming in. And we're bringing in for the first time that we had them, the Marcells, and they are absolutely fantastic. I mean,
Who else is on the show?
You got the Kathy Jean and roommates are coming back.
Kathy
Who
Jean.
shared microphones with us at the radio station. They'll be
Yes.
there. Joe Favalli and Emotions are coming, and a whole lot of groups. The Traditions are coming back with us. They've been out for a long time. The Traditions, the a cappella group. So we got a lot of fun happening. You know, a lot of good music.
Well, they should give a call and pick up their tickets ASAP.
They can go right to the website, you know, www.mickeybee.com, and check out all our upcoming shows that we have, and check us out on WGBB Radio every Saturday night. We're there from 8 o'clock to, actually we're on there now from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. Every Saturday night. So we're on internet radio besides regular radio. We're here all over the world. And we try to produce it, Lenny, so that people enjoy it. That's the most important thing.
That's what it's all about, man.
You know, I'll tell you, just like you know, a lot of people come over to your group all the time, and they'll come backstage and say, Lenny, I remember you back there when you lost your keys. You were 76 years old at the time. And we went to the same school together, you know. But they're always coming over you, Lenny Cocco. Somebody remembers you from this show or that show, or my brother sang with you, or my sister was down the block and she was the operator of the television station that you worked at. You must get stories all the time. You guys have to get stories all the time.
Get quite a
with
few.
things, yeah. And I'll tell you one thing that I happen to enjoy. I try to do the best I possibly can at all shows, is to satisfy that audience in every which way we can and give back to society, of which I want to compliment you, Lenny, Cocco, and everybody here, because there hasn't been ever a time that I have ever asked you to help out somebody that you guys weren't down there doing a charity event. You've
Mickey,
always been there.
You have to give back a little. You've got to give back a little. You really have to. I mean, you know, these people and the DJs around the country are the ones that keep us alive. Because, you know, a lot of radio stations took the oldies off. But in a way, it helped because now they come to the shows.
Right, they're coming out. And, you know, and sometimes we get these sad stories. I had somebody who called tonight that her husband always comes to my show and had just passed on, you know. And we find that out. And we find out about grandchildren that have a problem, or we even find out about drug abuse, what's going on today, which I'm fighting for with an organization called FAD, Family Against Drugs. And I want the people out there to understand that this heroin situation, this opiates that's taking place, these painkillers that we're doing, and Frank de Blasio, who happens to be a dentist, understands about the magnitude of what happens with painkillers not used properly and taken, what it can do, and the addiction that can happen. We have a major.
There's a new drug, they talked about it yesterday on the air.
Yeah.
And you could buy it over the counter. It's incredible.
It's
Worse than
incredible.
any
So
drug.
what's happening is every day we're getting calls that this person overdosed, and this person's on heroin, and this person is on this and all. And I want the families out there to know that they could call us direct. They could call me at the 516-822-9612 number if we could do anything in helping to bring the situation forward. We're finding out that this, Lenny, Cocco, not only is poor people, rich people, every religion, it's everybody, a neighbor down a block, a son, a child, they're getting hooked. The thing that we have to do is to educate in the schools about why not to take it in the first place. True. That's number one. Number two, to stop these guys who are pushing these drugs and lock them up. Number three, to be able to get some rehabs where somebody could get into a rehab and stay in the rehab until they get recovered, not to throw them out in the street a week later. We must make this change so we help our society, not just to let it drift by and somehow. Yeah,
I think they should take young children and bring them to the prison centers and let them see what it's like when you get caught selling drugs, or take them to a hospital scene and show someone what an addict is going through. And I think at young ages, around 11, 12, maybe even a little sooner, that may help.
We have to do something.
That
We have
may
to narrow
help,
this down and straighten this out, you know. Anyway, let's talk about another group that's going to be on the show. Lenny, you worked with her many times, Barbara Harris.
She's a doll.
She's a doll.
She's a sweetheart.
Tell me a little bit about Barbara. You've been on how many shows? You must have been on 50 shows with her.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. She's so sociable, and she makes you feel like you know, your friends, you were friends growing up. She's a sweetheart, and she sings her little rear end off.
And one of the best singers in the business.
Oh, she's
Her
good.
voice is unbelievable.
She is good.
And she had that big hit record called Lover's Concerto. Let's watch it right now. Here's Barbara Harris and the Toys.
Baby, I know it.
Right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll, Barbara Harrison, the Toys. She will be with us, of course, at the Memorare this coming Saturday night in Seaford between Sunrise Highway and Merrick Road in Seaford. So make sure you catch that. Lenny Cocco and the Chimes will be there. The Fireflies, DJ Valentine, Mickey B, 5 hot entree buffet. If you haven't gotten tickets yet, come on out. Just give us a call at 516-822-9612. That's 516-822-9612. Starts at 8 o'clock this coming Saturday night. Don't say that you missed out when you heard how good it is, okay? We'll be back right after this on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. Don't go away.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When you pay too much for cable, you throw things. When you throw things, people think you have anger issues. When people think you have anger issues, your schedule clears up. When your schedule clears up, you grow a scraggly beard. When you grow a scraggly beard, you start taking in stray animals. And when you start taking in stray animals, you can't stop taking in stray animals. Stop taking in stray animals. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hours. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC. The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
We're back right here on Mickey B's Jukebox Review, Tuesday night, MadhouseTV.com. Make sure you check out all the shows all weekend. Actually, it's all week long, not weekend long. Anyway, we got Lenny Cocco and the Chimes here tonight and having fun with, of course, Lenny Cocco and Frank DeBlasi, Pat DePrisco, and Frank Pianegro.
Correct.
It's unbelievable. See how I do that?
Very good.
It took a lot of time because usually I never get it right with Italian names. You know that, Lenny Cocco, right? How many years you know me? About 50 years? Yeah, a linguist. Sounds like, is that like salami? Linguist. Linguini. Lenny Cocco, tell me a little bit about this first song that we're going to hear.
It was, actually it was done by Ruby and the Romantics. I think it was their flip side or their second hit. It's something special. I added something to the beginning of it. I added something from Tavares called "Don't Take Away Our Music."
Yeah, and that's a great song.
And the song is called "Springs in the Air."
Are we all set?
We're set.
Here we are, Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes.
Don't take away our music. It's the only thing we got. It's our piece of the rock. Don't take away our music. Everything else is gone. Don't strip the world of our song. Springs in the air. There's magic everywhere when you're young and in love. The moon at night seems to shine twice as bright when you're young and in love. Young and in love. Each night is like the 4th of July, with stars spangle the sky. Dreams can come true if you believe they do. When you're young and in love, young and in love, trust and you'll find there's no mountain you can't climb. When you're young and in love, young and in love, so many teardrops are bound to fall. True love can count the heart when you're young and in love. When you're young and in love, so many teardrops are bound to fall. True love can count the heart when you're young and in love. Young and in love. When you're young and in love. When you're young and in love.
Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes, right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review of Madhouse Reality TV. It was reality TV, now it's TV.com. Lenny, what a great job. I love that song. I love Ruby Nash and, of course, Ruby and the Romantics. Their songs are just outrageous. When I used to hear their songs, I used to think I was at one of these fun parks or underwater swimming.
Right,
They had that kind of music.
That's the feeling you
I guess it was the feeling of that, maybe a harp in there or something that they were using at the time. What was the Lenny Cocco sound?
I don't know what you mean, the Lenny Cocco sound.
Well, the Lenny Cocco and the Chime sound. I mean, you did standards.
Right, once in a while.
And once in a while, I'm in the mood for love, so it was the standard. It was the standard.
Yes,
that
yeah,
Lenny
we
Cocco
always
did.
did a lot of standards.
And you still stay with
Still
the
do
standards.
them, right.
You still do the standards.
Right. In fact, the next song we're going to do, Mickey, is a standard from, my opinion, one of the greatest groups on the market was Rudy West and the Five Keys.
Oh, what a great group.
It's called The Verdict. So if the maestro will please put it on, we will do it. Maestro, please. Do you love me? Do you want me? What can the verdict be? What is your verdict? What is my fate? What is your verdict? Don't make me
What is your verdict? Please make up your mind. I can't deny that I love you so. The evidence proves it, I know. Please give me a sentence of life with your charms. Imprison me, dear, in your arms. I know I love you, that I confess. What is your verdict? Is it no? Is it yes? I can't deny that I love you so. The evidence proves it, I know. Please give me a sentence of life with your charms. Imprison me, dear, in your arms. I know I love you, that I confess. What is your verdict? Is it no? Is it yes? Is it no? Is it yes?
Ah, fantastic. Lenny, Cocco, what were those chord changes that happened at the end?
Take it back, Mickey?
Yeah, fantastic. I love the sound.
Could you
What a
picture
great
sitting
sound.
in the back seat of a car, turning on the radio with your arm around your sweetheart? And no, I said your arm around your sweetheart, and you hear that beautiful music.
Unfortunately, I did that, but I was sitting on the springs. There was no seat. We didn't have cars that had the money in those days, you know.
And then out of a clear blue sky,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
the side window, you hear, yes, officer, yes, officer.
And then I said, Officer Krumke, I'm down on my knees, right? I love that West Side Story. You guys love that West Side Story? Yeah? And listen, you guys are going to be with us, of course, at this is going to happen Saturday night. You're coming there at the Memorare. The place is going to be rocking with Lenny Cocco, the Chimes, the Fireflies, and Barbara Harrison, the Toys. But one of the things that people will be doing that night, guarantee, will be the twist. Let's watch it right now. Here's Joey D and the Starlighters.
Well, they got a new dance and it goes like this. Yeah, the name of the dance is the peppermint twist. Well, you like it like this, the peppermint twist. Yeah, round and round, up and down, round and round, up and down, round and round and up and down and 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, jump. Down on 45th Street, where the peppermint twist is me. And you learn to do this, the peppermint twist. It's alright all night. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay all day. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And you learn to do this, the peppermint twist.
Right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll. We're all twisting hair. It's just a load of fun. That's what's going to happen Saturday night. Here's what I want you to do. Take this number, 516-822-9612. Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes are going to be there. Barbara Harrison, the Toys, the Fireflies, DJ Valentine, 5 hot entree buffet dinner, and you can have a ball with us. Join us this Saturday night at the Memorare, 21A, Jackson Avenue in Seaford. When we come back, we got more from Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes, more dance and more fun right here on Mickey B's Jukebox Review on Madhouse TV. Don't go away.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
We're back right here on Mickey B's Jukebox Review. Tuesday nights, that's the night to be here because between 8 and 9 we relive the memories, the history of rock and roll music and some other kinds of music as well. In the future, we got Michael Diamore and let me see who else. Angel Rissoff will be coming by, and they do a great presentation of the Righteous Brothers. You'll catch them and more great groups right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. But right now we're here with Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes. Always a pleasure to see you. We were rocking with a little peppermint twist.
Yes,
we'll probably
we were.
do that Saturday night. We'll have a twist contest up
Good.
there. You never know what we're going to give away on the Mickey B Jukebox Review dance.
Just don't give me away.
No, I won't do that. 76 and coming up to 77. And
Well,
sat on his keys.
This next one, Mickey, you might remember hearing this because it was done by the late and great Louis Prima.
Oh.
And then David Lee Roth did it too.
Yes, just the Gigolo.
And now Lenny and Cocco and the Chimes do it.
Okay, you said.
Maestro, would you please?
I'm just a gigolo everywhere I go. People know the part that I'm playing. Pay for every dance, selling each romance. Ooh, 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 what they're saying. Well, there'll come a day when youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know I'll be just a gigolo. Life goes on without me. I'm just a gigolo, gigolo, everywhere I go, gigolo. People know the part that I'm playing, gigolo, gigolo, gigolo. Pay for every dance, gigolo, selling each romance, gigolo. Ooh, 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 what they say, gigolo, gigolo, gigolo. Well, there'll come a day when youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know I'll be just a gigolo. And life goes on without me, 'cause I ain't got nobody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody cares for me. Nobody cares about me. I'm so sad and lonely. Say lonely, baby. Won't somebody come on and take a chance on me? 'Cause I'm not that bad. Oh, sweet love songs all of the time. Even on the beat, even on the beat. A boozy boozy boop, diddy bop, I ain't got nobody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody cares for me. Nobody cares about me. Play it, guys. How many people is zibbly bop and how many people is zibbly bop? I ain't got nobody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody cares for me. Nobody cares about me. I'm so sad and lonely. So lonely, baby. Want somebody? Come on and take a chance on me. 'Cause I'm not that bad. Let me hear Frankie. Even on the beat, even on the beat, love, 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 love. I ain't got nobody, 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 nobody. Loop de loop, meatball, meatball, scalo, scalo, scapatoon, scapatoon, sausage, sausage. Oh yeah. Nobody cares for me. Oh
yeah! Now, Lenny Cocco, I see you got to do all those moves and everything. You said before, 77 years old. How do you keep in shape for this kind of stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. Mickey, when you love something that you're doing, it just comes natural.
Yeah, it's just wonderful.
I mean, this is the job that I've had since, I guess since I went to high school when I was in a choir. I always wanted to sing, and I'm still doing it, and I love it. And like I said before, the minute that I feel I'm not having fun, I'll quit. But I don't think that'll ever happen.
Let me say this. We probably have room for about one more song. So before we conclude, let me, first of all, thank you for coming down here on the Mickey B. Juve. When we conclude, what would be like the song that you would like to do as the last song?
Once in a while.
Once in a while we're going to do. So I want to set that up to make sure that we have that song ready for you. But I want to thank, of course, Lenny Cocco, Frank de Blasi, Pat DePrisco, Frank Pianegro for coming down here. And most of all, I want to thank you for giving of yourself and caring for other people, which is my major concern. I want you guys to continue. Always do that so somebody on the other end knows that there's somebody there for them that can help them pick them up when times are bad, you know?
Mickey, if I may, we want to thank you because it's people like you that keep us going and keeps the songs and the memories alive. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, from Lenny to Frankie and myself and Patrick, thank you for having us.
Well, I just got one more thing to say to the audience. If you know anybody or you have any children or grandchildren that are musically inclined, push them. Let them do it because it's the greatest feeling in the world.
Lenny, before we tell us a little bit about the history of Once in a While. I know your father was an accordion player. It goes back to about 1937, this song, right?
Yes, my dad was a professional accordionist for over 50 some odd years. And as we got together on the street corners of Rockaway Avenue and Fulton Street, forming the group, we decided let's go to Manhattan and see what we sound like. We made a demo, and I said, Daddy, give me a song. So he picked out told me about Once in a While. We did it. We made a demo, and after we made the demo, the engineer said, stick around, there's someone I'd like to listen to you. This guy came down, Andy Leonetti. He's founder of Tag Records, and he signed us to a contract. We went back in the studio a few weeks later with musicians, and exactly 6 months from the day that we recorded it, it reached number 11 nationwide, and it also reached number 4 on CBS FM's Top 500.
That's great.
So it brings back a lot of memories.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to see you Saturday night. Make sure you come on down to Memorare. Give us a call at 516-822-9612 from Mickey B. And, of course, Lenny, Cocco, and the Chimes. Let's take it away once in a while.
Maestro, please.
Once in a while, when you try to give wonderful to me, though someone else may be nearer your heart. Once in a while, when you dream of the moments I share with you, moments before we two drifted apart. In love's smoldering ember was spark may remain. If love still can remember, the spark may burn again. And I know that I'll be contented with yesterday's memories, knowing you think